Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemod 7. In the last episode, we actually fully automated, almost, we have, there's just one little thing I'll do this episode. We fully automated the pulsating black hole. It crafts completely from start to finish as far as I'm aware, and that's pretty cool. That's obviously one step at the start that's fully automated, that's good to go. Now, the part that I'm sort of like humming and ahhing about in terms of fully automated is if we look at our crafting monitor, it shows that it's still crafting, which is an issue, obviously, because it did craft. I believe we got the pulsating black hole, and yet it's still showing up here as if it's not there. I can click cancel. If we click cancel and search for the quantum catcher, for example, it's not there because it was there. We crafted the pulsating black hole. So there's a few potential issues that are causing it to not finish, and one of them you guys pointed out is possibly to do with the quantum catcher. So over here, we have this pattern provider creating a quantum catcher, but the way that he's getting the resources is through a refined storage crafter. So like the crafter's putting ingredients in here, then the AE2 system is crafting it using its pattern provider, and then it's just sitting in this barrel. And the issue with it just sitting here is that apparently that doesn't count as it finishing crafting. You know what I mean? That just counts it as if, oh yeah, we happen to have one. Does that make sense? I'll try and show it off. So at the moment, obviously, if we look in here, there's no recipes. I'm going to order a quantum catcher. Nice and easy to craft. In fact, we should hopefully see one show up. Yep, there it is. And if I open this up, it still shows up here as if it's not finished because it's still sitting here. It's sort of waiting for itself to go back into the system. So I think what we need to do in order to fix this issue is to hop underneath here and put on an importer. And then specifically, whitelist the importer to only import the right thing. So we can chuck him here, set him up to be a whitelist, and then chuck the quantum catcher in there. And I think that'll do the trick. I don't know if there's anything else we'll need. There's so much to say. So we open this guy up. I guess we'll give him a few seconds. Yep, there it goes. It's gone. But yeah, if we look in here, obviously it's still in there. And if we check out the recipe, it's not there anymore. So that properly worked. It finished it. Beautiful. The other thing we were doing is we obviously set up this well of suffering. This thing is constantly killing, witches and whatnot. Obviously, most of the stuff's getting put away. Some of it's clearly making its way into my inventory, which is horrific, but it's fine. Where am I going with this? I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's maintaining this guy full of life essence, which is pretty cool. I think we probably want some more capacity just to have a buffer because I'll do a test. We'll see if we can order a pulsating black hole from scratch, like a second one. We obviously, it says we can, but like some things, for example, the demonic slate, I'm not sure if we have enough blood to do that. So I'll order it. It'll start crafting a bunch of different things. As you can see here, it's putting everything to work. It's going to be doing some stuff. And I think it will actually start on those slates. Oh, it's doing an ender pill. So like it's got a few things. Obviously these low recipes it can keep up with, we might be fine. I'll check back later. We'll see if something's, holding us up. But for now, that's pretty cool. I'm honestly really happy that we're able to just order it. That's wonderful. So I'd love to do that with something else here. So if we look at the star and we look at our recipes and we click this, what's next? Obviously antimatter. That's an ongoing issue. We'll see what we do with that later. I do have a few ideas that could solve a lot of the issues we're having. We'll see what happens. Oh, actually, yeah. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. We've got the Charm of Wither and the Glyph of Wither. I'd like to fully, automate that stuff because it'd just be nice to have that done. You know what I mean? We'll get a lot of these small things out of the way, try and automate everything to the best of our abilities. So the first thing we're going to need to do is actually, not that recipe. We're going to need to do a potion, and I always forget how these potion recipes work. So I like to put another recipe in there just so that I can use it like a cheat sheet. You know what I mean? And try to figure out what we're doing. So we need Charm of Wither 2. So it is going to be, it's Charm of Wither 2, right? Let me just double check. What's that for? That is for the Wither's Compass. Charm of Wither 2. It needs Potion of Wither 2. That is made out of a glowstone and a Wither Skull fragment. And then I think the awkward potion is just, netherwort. So Skull fragment, we can do that. And then glowstone, we can obviously do that too. So that will replace one of these, and that will replace one of those. Beautiful. We'll obviously remove that. Search wither II. Boom. And we'll drag in 3 of these. And that'll obviously be one part of this puzzle completed. So we chuck that guy in here. Beautiful. And then what we want to do, I believe, is specify what we do and don't want to take out. So this is currently set to blacklist. So I think what I want to do is specify not the Potion of Wither 1. So don't take that guy out. I only want number 2. And so I think it'll do that. I think if we go in here and we click on Potion of Wither and we click Start and Order, all the ingredients go in here. It processes, and we're just good. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. We've got 3 of them. Awesome. So all that's left is obviously the charm, at least in terms of this recipe here. I guess we'll go through this portal over here. Crafting. And yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Chuck this guy in here. Okay, awesome. Next up is that glyph. Now that might be a little bit trickier, just in terms of automation, but it might also not be. It's going to be Scribe's table with a skeleton skulls and some abjuration stuff. So first things first, with the skeleton skulls, we've got 88,000. I think we're good. In terms of this abjuration essence, that's going to be made in an imbuement chamber. Sure. That'll have to be something that we automate as well. All these ingredients we have. Sure. Okay. We can do this. I guess I'll grab those recipes out. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Because obviously, I mean, that's going to save us some work. So grab that as a recipe. Yep. And then grab that as a recipe. Beautiful. And we'll see what we're able to come up with. So, our Ars Nouveau stuff is right over here. It's very compact, a lot more compact than it needs to be. The question is whether we sort of keep it compact in what we're going to do here. So, this guy here is the imbuement chamber. This thing allows you to make like source gems and whatnot, just using sort of source in the environment. What we can do though is use these pedestals around it to make a specific type of ingredient, right? So what we can do is we can dig underneath and we can figure out what we're going to use to pipe into here. I imagine we'll just use... I'm not too sure what we're going to use, to be honest. Because we can pipe in, but then we've also got to pipe out. So arguably the better option is to use integrated dynamics. I know, I love me some integrated dynamics. And we can set up these guys on each of them, right? And then we can have some exporters and importers managing the whole system. Because we do have refined storage just through here, which is quite nice. This is a crafter right there. So I'm going to grab another crafter. Sure, we'll grab a diamond one. Why not? I'll place him here and we'll use some cabling. That'll be fine. We'll obviously grab a chest. Slap that guy down there. We'll do the cables. And I'm going to want an exporter and an importer. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Exporter and an importer. By the way, it's been a little while. I should mention, I'm currently using... Oh, what's the right button? I'm currently using complementary shaders. For a while, we were using, Overimagined and stuff. We sort of went back to complementary and sort of forgot we were here for a while. So, arguably, we probably could switch back. Like, it has been a little while. Well, let's do it. Overimagined. Let's toggle these back on. I quite like these ones. They do a few things I like. One is they do, you'll see in a second, hopefully assuming we don't crash, they do the cube clouds that you see there, which are absolutely beautiful. I love them a lot. And they also have glowing emerald blocks, which I really, really like for building reactors and stuff. And I don't know, everything feels a little bit different. It's kind of nice to spice things up every so often, I think. Let me know if you think or if you don't. Either way, that's what we've done. So we'll do that. We'll also grab an importer. So the item exporter and the item importer are going to go on the side of this guy. We're going to hook up these cables and run them into each of these. And then we're going to have to figure out what exactly we're doing. So it might be a bit tricky in order to use the item importer to place everything in. The reason I say that is because I don't think I can specify like where. I can do round robin and that might work depending on how the round robin applies, you know what I mean? So for example, let's go ahead and hook this guy up. So we'll grab cables. I need 2, of course. Boom. And we'll do it like this. Hook this guy up. I believe in the imbuement, it's for this guy? I don't remember. Yeah, because that's the scribe. This guy's imbuement. So you're in there. We go ahead and order one of you. So I click on this. We click order. All the ingredients get spat into this. I think we're currently crafting one of the ingredients that is needed for it, right? Yeah, we're crafting a source gem, which I think is made over here. So yeah, there we go. Everything's in. Beautiful. And so just like this, using the recipe as it is, what happens if we put a variable card in the importer? So in this guy here on all items. But before we do that, I do want to make sure we do round robin. Let's just see what it does. Boom. Okay. All the items are getting taken out, one after the other, or at least they should. Currently, they're not. The source gem has gone there. That's not where we want the source gem. If I take that out, nothing happens. I mean, that's a bit of a problem. Oh, you know what? I think I pressed P. Yeah, farting enabled, farting disabled. Yeah. I've got it set to do round robin. The item transfer rate's 64. You can probably just be 1. You don't need to be too crazy. Item slot, passive interaction. I don't think any of this matters. If the target may insert an extract, yep. Item slot, that shouldn't matter. Oh, you know what? That might actually matter. I think we've messed around with this. So I think what I need to do for the item slot is -1, and then it'll just ignore what it does. So that should then, yeah, that moves all of them. Beautiful, beautiful. So I'm thinking what we do is we actually edit this recipe, and I'll show you what we do. Because at the moment, the way this works is it inserts the source gem first. If we look at this recipe in here, we want the source gem to go in the middle, and so we want that to be realistically last, because all of these ingredients will go only on the pedestals, I believe, whereas the source gem can go on the pedestals or in the chamber. Does that make sense? So we get rid of the source gem, and we put it last in the list. We update that pattern, and I believe that'll work. So I'll place this guy in there for now, and we'll let him process. We'll put the pattern back in there, I guess, ready to go. And for this guy, we're actually going to use... Oh, I actually do need a variable. And we need a logic programmer. I'm going to have it whitelist specifically this thing that we're creating in here, which, is created. So do we keep the stuff? Well, that changes everything, doesn't it? I didn't think we'd keep the stuff. Okay, well, in that case, let's change the recipe to just say, hey, guess what? Source gem go in, cool thing come out? Sure. I'm skeptical of it, but we'll see, I guess. So I chucked that there. Yeah, we could have piped this up way easier. Yeah, regardless. We're here already. We might as well do it this way. So we chuck that guy in, put him on a variable card, and then we can chuck him in here for export item. Boom. And obviously just make sure that the blacklist isn't on, because obviously we want it. None of this stuff matters as far as I'm aware. We can turn off check NBT just because we don't really care. And that should all be good. So, you're not meant to go there. Sorry. You go there. Close. So then, let's try this one more time. Oh, I guess, yeah, we've already got that. Can I order it? What if I drop me on the ground? There we go. Okay, I'm going to order one. So, what it's going to do is it's going to use a lapis lazuli, allegedly, to create a source gem. So, that's happening somewhere. I believe that's happening somewhere. I don't know where it's happening, but it should be happening somewhere. And then it should finish crafting it here. That's what should happen. Wait, no, that's this recipe here. We're currently waiting on a lapis lazuli. We don't have a lapis lazuli? I know we do have a lapis lazuli. I was going to say, it could be that stuff's happening here. Also, yeah, this guy looks like he's bricked at the moment. We'll have to check in on him. The lapis lazuli thing, don't know what the issue is there. Let's maybe try that again. Very strange, to say the least. I pressed the wrong button. Boom, boom. Start craft. Alright, so one of these we don't want. Hold on. This one is at Y69, I believe. So that is this one here we want to pick up. No, wait. No, this one we want to keep. This one we want to pick up. And then we just... I think we're good then. I think if I go ahead and cancel both of these, we might be able to do it. Sorry about this. I don't know. I don't know what's come over me. At is... Click this guy, order. Let's see. Boom. Are we going to get something? Realistically, it should place something in there. It's clearly not doing it. I think I know why it's not doing it. I think it's not doing it because of these things. I think we need them separate. We can do that. I can pick this guy up. I can place him here, for example. I can go ahead and entangle him with this. And I think that just solves the issue. Yeah, the lapis goes in, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, so anyway, as you can see, this bit's created. Oh, and it just got exported. So yeah, everything does appear to be working. That sounds awesome to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything's working. Inside of this guy, we should have the ingredient. Wonderful. All we need to do now is obviously just import that back into the system, and Bob will be your uncle. And that's quick and easy. Wonderful. So that can go there. Importer. Obviously, we want to specify this as a whitelist. That'll take care of our issues. And voila, the recipe's not there anymore. Now, real quick, we will go and check on the blood altar. I'll run in a circle, apparently, because it's right behind us. So what do we have in here? Oh, we have nothing. So, okay. I mean, that's a problem. We've clearly had a recipe go in and get taken out before it was meant to. I think what we should do potentially is have a pulse extender and have it be a bit. So this currently has a delay of 1 tick. I'm going to have this guy be the 2 tick, and we'll leave that as it is. We'll see if that does anything. Okay, I don't know if it will, but we'll see if it will. So I'm going to put in an ender pearl. The idea here is once it finishes crafting, the redstone will be triggered, and that does 2 things. Oh, actually, no, this won't even solve the problem. What it does is it sends the redstone. The redstone starts the next recipe, but it also activates this item pipe. And that's, I guess, where the issue comes into play. So, realistically, we actually want this to be a repeater, I think. Because I think the way a repeater works is it waits however long you set before it does the redstone. So for example, if I do 1 second, let's try this again with those ender pearls. Chuck that guy in. I believe the redstone, once it triggers, it will wait 1 second and then it'll let out a pulse for 1 second. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe that's not how this works. We're going to find out. That's the main thing. Yep, see? It waits 1 second. Pulse. Beautiful. That is precisely what we want. So the reason this isn't doing anything at the moment is because it is currently waiting, I think, for a blank slate. I think I need to put a piece of stone in here to really get this bowl rolling again. I'll watch it to make sure that is the issue. But yeah, I'll be back. All right, we got the redstone. Tick. Nothing. Oh, you know what? Oh, hold on. Huh. Notice how it disappeared before this redstone triggered? I think I've just put 2 and 2 together. I'm pretty sure when this guy outputs redstone, is he outputting it to this as well? Is that what's happening? Is it automatically turning on because it's receiving its own redstone that it emits? I think it might be. We'll watch it. I'll watch it one more time, but I think that might be what's happening here. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Okay, cool. So we've now got that one. So now we're up to reinforced slate. So I actually need to put a blank slate in here. And then I think we're good. I think we just don't even need this. I'm pretty sure this situation here is currently just, I guess, decoration is what it's looking like, which is very odd. This thing is horrendous, but it's not a me problem, I'll tell you that much. Blank slate is about to be finished. It'll let out a big pulse, and then we'll see what happens. I'm very curious about this because it changes the whole way we've designed this. Well, not the whole way, but, you know, a little bit. I'm also, as you can see, very much trying to stall you guys with some pointless talking. Now it's a reinforced slate. Yeah, awesome. The blank slate is now the reinforced. Beautiful. Works perfectly. You don't need that extra little bit of redstone. Wonderful. So that is that problem solved. We've got the abjuration stuff. So we'll run back over to our Ars Nouveau. And what we need to do now is automate the Scribe's table. Now this guy, I believe you just right click on him. So this has Player Simulator written all over it, or Deployer. And I'll be honest, I'm tempted to pull a Deployer on you guys, because I think it's just going to be simpler, purely because it has an inventory. You know what I mean? So if it works, it's going to work and it's going to be so easy to use. And if it doesn't work, then you might have some issues, but yeah, you know, one fish at a time. Is that the saying? I think it is. So we'll go ahead and we'll place this guy on top of this is what I was going to say, but I placed it on there. But I don't actually know how to do that now that I'm realizing. I think what I need to do is pick this guy up, place down a piece of dirt, place the deployer, oh god, place it on top, like so. Which is going to look a little bit silly, but I think this will work. No, I feel like it needs to go up one block, right? We'll try both. I'll tell you what, we'll try both. I'll start off with the one that looks like it's going to make sense. I.e., bear with me. I.e. this one, so piece of dirt. Oh god. Oh god, everything's just not going to be appropriate. There we go. So we'll try that one. So I'll obviously pick up all this. We'll go ahead and give this guy... Well, I guess we know dirt goes on, so I'll give him some dirt. We'll go ahead and activate the motor on him. And let's see. Yeah, he puts dirt on it. Beautiful. That's all we need to know. Our job here is pretty much done. Now, it looks like he did take the dirt back off, which could be a problem, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine. So obviously we're going to have a chest. We could probably get away with entangling this stuff. For example, this doesn't need to exist. This importer does not need to exist. This can probably just be a cable for now, just so that nothing else breaks. There we go. And how do I want to do this is the question of the day. I think I have a chest or a barrel under there, crafter on it, pipe going up, and I think we're good. So I'm going to place a pipe here for now, and we'll just disconnect it, like so. We're obviously going to do another entangled block. Boom, boom, boom. I guess we'll grab you. Why not? You go there. You get entangled. Okay. You should be entangled with this guy. That's going to make the most sense. We'll hop back underneath. I guess through this little hidey hole we've got. Why not? So you're there. You will then be a chest. Obviously, I would like you to be extracting. We'll put a pipe upgrade in just because I don't want him to have any downtime. Sure. So we'll do that. We'll obviously place a crafter on top. You're obviously going to face the wrong way, aren't you? Do we have a... No, we don't. Great. These wrenches are... The refined storage wrenches are very annoying for whatever reason. I'll slap that guy in there. And I'll be honest, I think we're good. As strange as it seems, I'm pretty sure we're just good. So I'm going to search for the glyph. This guy here. I'm going to click start. We've got all the stuff. This guy receives things and he starts placing them. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that did not work. Cool. Cool. But it looked like it would work, and that's the main thing, right? So, how do we actually make this glyph? Oh, XP levels are required. This one might not be automatable. Because let me see. How does this work? Let's turn this guy off for a second. Is it literally just you place all three things? No. I'm clearly missing something, right? What is it that I'm missing? I don't remember at all how to do this. I'm sure it's in the quest book. Airs Nouveau. Which one's the glyph? Glyph of Wither. Nope. Scribe's table. Okay. Scribe's table is used to attach spells. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. To create a glyph, right-click on the Scribe's table with your spell book. And you search for the glyph. You select it. And then it'll be created. So, yeah. That is a little bit annoying. Because, obviously, I don't really want to have to do this every time. Yeah. Because then you do that. And it makes the glyph, which is cool. But it's sort of a one-time thing, as far as I'm aware. And yeah, that's then the glyph made. Yeah, there it is. It's only made with the Scribe's table. I'll tell you what. That is Scribe. Scribe's table. Reactive. I'll tell you what. You guys let me know if you can think of a way that we can somehow automate this. I don't think we can because it doesn't keep it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't keep this selected somehow. It's like I have to press it every time. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, because I don't really think it's possible, to be honest. But I've been surprised before, so for now, I guess we'll just be manually making that stuff. I guess we can keep things here if we need it easier, but we tried. Okay, so in terms of the Wither's Compass, we can make everything except for the antimatter, obviously, which we're waiting on. Blah, blah, blah. Sure. Okay. Now, ATM star, what is next? We're going to need Insanium coal blocks automated. So what is this thing that we're making? It is the Piercing Vengeance Focus. Okay, let's see if we can get that guy done at least. He's got a bit of a confusing name. Okay. What? What was the thing called again? Oh, it's part of something else, isn't it? What's it a part of? Not this thing. This thing, that's the same thing. This thing? No, not that thing. Oh, God. Oh, yes, the Philosopher's Fuel. My bad indeed. Okay. Piercing Vengeance Spirit. Or Focus, sorry. Craft this guy. Cool. Out of him, obviously, we can make end crystals. Let's go ahead and grab that recipe. Boom. Let's just bookmark the guy. You know what? Let's do what needs to be done. Let's just hold this, get rid of it, and just, we can breathe. So this thing, obviously we've got those two. We're going to need Blood Orb and Vengeance Focus automated. Now, in terms of both of these, Blood Orbs, these are, coagulated blood. Okay, Blood Orbs, how do you make those? Glass panes and stuff. Yeah, well, I mean, I think we can do all that stuff. So this thing, I'll place here. Sure, sounds good to me. We'll grab that recipe. The Vengeance Focus, obviously we'll grab that. It's going to need Crushed Dark Gem, which is obviously going to be a crushing thing in a crushing wheel or in a crusher. Some sort of crushing mechanism. We can do that. And then, of course, the Vengeance Ring, which is more of that stuff, but a little bit spicy. Yeah. Anyway, crush the gem in there. Craft you, craft you, craft you. Craft you. This thing needs to be blooded. It needs to be blooded. Now, how do we do that? Good question. I need to figure out how we're currently doing that. We obviously have a crafter back here that's doing squashed bee material. Well, I feel like we do have it entangled. I just don't really know what to. You know what I mean? I don't know what we're entangled to, but I feel like we are entangled. Our blood stuff's currently over here. Oh, maybe it's not. We've got our own little system over here. Yeah, okay. So this thing's the mechanical drying basin. This is the blood infuser. That is what I want for that. So, blood orb. I need an empty orb. Of course we need an empty orb. Why? I mean, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I don't know what I thought it was. I think that I thought it was like a, what's the word I'm looking for? A glass pane. But clearly, clearly it's just not. Where are we? Oh, God. Oh my God. Crafting. You go in there. I guess, I mean, I've got to be over there because it's such a slow process, I think, because of how much blood you need in the machine, that I don't know how long it'll take to finish. So this guy's here. He's full of the blood. He's got the empty orb in him. He is showing particles, I believe. Yeah, he is working. He's just very, very slow, so you'll have to bear with him. But that should be, honestly, the whole thing done. So if I go Philosopher's Fuel, we can click this, click start. One piece of that puzzle's done. There's clearly a few more needed. Which reminds me, the uranium. We might tackle that again with the chunk destroyer that we were trying to do the other episode. In fact, what are we at? 30 minutes. I'll tell you what. We'll see if I can smash through the rest of this Philosopher Fuel in terms of the little recipes here, and then we'll try to solve that problem that we've got. What do you call it? With the other stuff. I can't even think of it. Block of Carmonite. Boom. Now the Carmonite, we don't have a lot of. We don't even really have a way to get more of it, realistically. Unless I can farm the Yergast. Or we use Borer Essence from a Towerwood Borer, which might be doable. Now the problem is, if we've got one in an imprisonment tool, it's kind of a little bit annoying to look for. Yergast, maybe? Tower. I'll tell you what, I reckon we can. I've got a sinking suspicion we have a few options here. Let me grab a swab. Let me grab one of these. What's this got? I don't even know what it's got. It's just... Oh, this one here. Evoker. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go to the Yergast. We don't necessarily want the boss. Assuming this stuff loads, yep. But we do want something. So I'll grab something. What are you? You're a Carmonite Ghastling. If I kill you, I don't think you drop Carmonite. Oh, there's a gas trap. Oh, I guess that's for a thing. That's very loud and very horrendous, but sure. Okay, anyhow, we'll keep looking around. So you are a Carmenite Ghast Doohickey. If I kill you, I'm mainly just wanting to see, do any of them drop Carmenite? I think I need the Towerwood Borers or the Yrghast itself, which would mean going to a different tower altogether. So hopefully we can find some of these little dudes. I don't even know what they look like, if I'm being honest with you. We've obviously got some blazers. They're burning down the whole joint. We've got some crazy particles happening. Anti-builders. Cool. Oh, these Carmenite Broodling. That's not what we want. They're all called Carmenite, and then they just simply don't have any Carmenite. It's sort of a little trick they've got going on. Carmenite Ghastling Spawner. Carmenite Ghastling Spawner. Obviously some Carmenite Ghastlings. None of them are dropping the good stuff, which is a little bit unfortunate. We've got some Broodlings down here. We're looking for Towerwood Borer, in case you're still like not too sure what we're sort of here for. Charm of Keeping. Sure, I'll take it. Nice. Yeah, we're not really getting any of the good stuff. Oh, there we go. There's infested things around. And there we go, we just swapped it. Oh, this is perfect. So these little blocks here, they're actually how you get those, the little dudes. So then, hold on. We go back. I believe we can turn this into a spawn egg. And we can obviously chuck that on a spawner. Bingo, bango, infinite Carmenite. That's the plan, at least. So we're back over here. Yeah, everything looks a little bit different with this. I love shaders, man. I love them so much. Down here, we can right-click... No, sorry, we don't right-click a thing. We craft it with some feed and stuff. With some seeds and a fluid bucket. We get this feed. We feed that to the chicken. Boom. He explodes. We jump in. We get some like little happy birthday songs and stuff. But we get a Towerwood Borer spawn egg. Then we go spawner. We just grab one out. Whatever. We grab an Ender Dragon egg. So we go dragon. We go dragon egg. We don't use one. We instead craft a new one just in case. Because, I don't know, I'm scared I'm going to use the original or something. We come over here. Obviously, we've got a bunch of stuff. We do want these to be redstone controlled. I don't entirely know. I think you put like a... You put something on it, I think. Oh, we also want to put chorus fruit so that they have no AI. And probably some wool so that they're silent. Just a few little tricks of the trade there. And then, yeah, we do want a comparator. So... Comparator, that's going to be the main thing. That's going to make sure that we don't, lose everything. Lose everything? Have complete chaos, I guess is the better phrasing there. Charm of Keeping. Oh, we can actually make a Charm of Keeping too. Oh, I should have gotten a few more. I don't know what they do. I think it's you keep stuff when you die, so we probably don't even really need it, but it's cool. Chorus, grab you, and wool, also grab you. Okay, beautiful. So... These are the main ones. So we'll hop in here. We do obviously have this thing here. I'm going to go ahead and place you there. I'm going to redstone control you. Chorus fruit, white wool, and we'll make you spawn these guys, and then we're going to go ahead and dragon egg you. Wonderful. So from here, what do? Well, for starters, as you can see, this 2-button machine switch is currently powering those two. So I believe if I can pick it up... Oh, yeah, I guess we can turn it off. Let's turn our magnet on. Try and pick this guy up. Fingers crossed. Okay, we did pick it up. That's sort of as good as we got. I'm going to place him on the middle. I believe we're going to need another ender pearl. And I think what we do is right-click this guy and then right-click this. And so then I think... I'm clearly not too sure. What if we try it the other way around? Do I right-click you, and then right-click you, and then flick you on? Yeah, look, there we go. Now everything's on. More importantly, now we're getting those Towerwood Borers. Or at least we should be. I'll be honest, I don't really see them. The true test would be if we have this stuff flowing in, which we don't. We don't. It's a small chance, but it's a chance that should happen. Towerwood Borer ignores conditions, should mean that it's fine. It could be that there's all these other mobs. So I might need to increase... Yeah, hold on. We might need to increase the maximum entities that's allowed near it. So what that would mean would be gas tears, fermented spider eye. I guess that's good. I don't think there's anything else we need. All these are just the negative versions of the other ones. Cool. So I think the main thing is the gas tears. So we'll grab these out. And while we're there, we'll see if we can grab some fermented spider eyes. Sure. So I'm going to apply these gas tears. In the left, you can see the max entities going up. In the perfect world, this will then allow it to spawn with all these other entities in the same room. Then obviously the fermented spider eye would increase the spawn count. And in the perfect world, it spawns stuff. In this world, doesn't... Oh, no, it is. Look, we've got 81 Borer Essence. How cool is that? We might have to worry about range, but I kind of don't necessarily care because 81 is insane. I would love to see it go up a little bit more because that would insinuate that it's still working. But it's not. Or at least it's not showing that it is. What is this? Spawn range of 16. We'd probably want to lower that. I think that's blaze rods and quartz. Oh no, the spawn range, sorry, is 3. So we actually want to increase that. So we want that to be apparently roughly 6. So we'll jump that up to 6. As you can see, it's actually that little dude on top. We obviously we don't want that happening. So let's go ahead and oh god, quickly place that guy there. Borer, 170. I'd love to see it go up, like, and actually witness it. Because I just punched that little guy off. Maybe that little guy dropped, 80 of that stuff. 170, come on. I don't understand. I'm trying to, like, compare the two. Spawn counts are high, that's good. Activation range is big. Oh, it's the spawn delay. I think that's it. So that's going to be sugar, and then I believe it's clocks. Believe it or not. So we'll go here, craft a stack of those. I think one of them's the spawn delay, the minimum and the maximum. So we can go ahead and spam sugar on this guy to lower the minimum delay to about 20. And then we can use clocks to lower the maximum spawn delay to also about 20. So it's going down by, honestly, a pretty big amount. And then, come on. Why is it so long? I'm pretty sure it goes all the way to 20. But I'm looking in the top left, by the way, in case you're not too sure what we're doing here, right-clicking on this thing. Oh, we're actually out of clocks. It eats through them, that is for sure. Boom. Yeah, it goes all the way down to 20. Beautiful. So now, if we look at that borer again, I think we'll see the number going up a lot more frequently. Yeah, look at that. How cool is that? So now we have unlimited carbonite. How awesome is that? So we can make that recipe. That'll all be fine. We'll jump back over here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, Philosopher's Fuel, the carbonite block. We've obviously got the actual block. The actual carbonite itself, we've got that too. Beautiful. So all of that can go in there. Oh, and that guy is full as well. Say hello to my little friend, Crafter. Number 4, Creative Crafter. Beautiful. So, Philosopher Fuel, what is next? Next would be... let's do Insanium Coal. Why not? So that's going to be this stuff. Pretty simple recipes. Chuck that in there. Awesome. So next on the list is going to be Jewel of Phoenix. As you can see, this recipe looks a little bit scarier. I think it's just looks scarier. I don't think it actually is. We'll put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away, put that away. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, what do we need that we don't have here? This, and this. The unset jewel, that's easily craftable. Done. The fire gem, not easily craftable. That's sort of the tricky part here. Auto-craftable, yes. Easily auto-craftable, no. Essentially, this is the recipe here. What we're going to do is... I think we'll just say diamond into gem. I think that's what we'll do. And then what I'm going to do as well... Let me just make sure that we're... Yeah, it has to be a pristine. Yeah, it has to be pristine. That should be fine. Let's go. Let's try and do this because I think we can. I feel like we can. So, obviously, it is made on the crystallizer. This guy here. And I'll be honest. I think he needs like a large container. So we'll go container. See if I can figure out how to make one. Where is it? I don't want a creative one. I just want an element. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so where do I place this guy? Good question. What I'm probably going to do is have this pipe be here and slap him there. And this is where he'll fill up. It might take a little while. He's obviously drained that guy. In the perfect world, being probably this world, what we can probably do is have that guy extract too. So he'll dump all of his inventory into this guy, in a theory. Alright, well anyway, I'm currently trying to extract it as fast as possible for whatever reason. We'll entangle this guy. We'll go and hook up the auto crafting. There should be... Yeah, I was going to say, there should be a teleporter. We'll hop back over here. Oh god. You know what? The tree, as nice as it probably is, we're just going to get rid of it. I think that's going to clear up a lot of this space here and make things look probably nicer. Arguably a little bit uglier, but I think in the long run, just nicer in general. Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better. Entangled block. Let's go ahead and craft a stack of those because we can. Why not? Boom, boom. Okay. You're going to go here. You're going to be that. We're obviously going to have the crafter behind. The crafter is going to be for the crystal. It's this guy here. Awesome. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to... How do I want to do this? We're going to have an exporter. I'm really trying to think of the best way to do this. Essentially, I want the fire crystal and the fire shards to be supplied, right? Because, yeah, I want like this, and I want the fire crystal all forcefully put in this guy, but I don't know if it's going to work the way that I'm sort of hoping that it will. I don't think it will, but I'm open to try. So fire crystal, oops, oh god, hold on. Place you there, open you up. Fire crystal and fire shard. Let's just see what that's done. What have I just asked of it? It's currently full of fire crystals. I think that's actually working perfectly. If I go in here and I order this pristine gem. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I click start. Boom. What happens is we have the diamond in there. And what? Currently, nothing. What we need, though, is the fire crystal now. But it's not doing it. But, to be fair, it's not doing it because we don't have one. If we have... I won't order a stack. But if we have a lot of 4, just to see what happens when we have more than one. Because I think that could be a problem. Can I take the diamond out? I can. Let me take the diamond out. And let me cancel this recipe here. Because I just want to see. Is it going to place it in the middle somehow? Obviously it shouldn't, but it might. Oh, also this guy obviously, you know, he's struggling a little bit. Okay, the fire crystal's on top, so I think this actually would work. Start. The diamond goes in. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The real question is what happens if this fails and makes just a normal fine gem, for example. We'll see in a second, because this shouldn't take too long. I think it does eat away at the... Okay, so, yeah, we actually didn't get the proper gem. It's already filled up with another fire gem, fire crystal, and all this other stuff. It's just going to go until it maxes out regardless. That's honestly perfect. So, like, we can watch just to double check. Obviously, we see the particles, so it should be working. But I'd love to double... Yeah, look, there it is. So, this is currently a pristine gem. That's all we want. It is going to try to go higher than that. We don't need it to. So what I'm going to do is we'll have an importer on the bottom here. And we'll set this guy to only get pristine fire gems. And that should be it. It should genuinely be that easy. So this guy's done again. We've obviously got one. I'll order another one from scratch. And we'll see if that works. Because I think it will. With that being said... I think I just set it up as a blacklist. I think we just did the opposite of what we're meant to do. Yeah. Okay, my bad. Let's go ahead and cancel this recipe and try that again. And let's also get rid of that glyph recipe because that's obviously not working. This guy here, the sigil broke on... bear with me. On wherever we set that up, which is over here. It hasn't done the sigil. It's got nothing in it. It should be working. Did I hook this guy up? Yeah, because he goes in here. He goes in here, the items go in. This guy holds the stuff and he places it there. So currently, we're trying to make a void sigil. And he just hasn't made one. But we've got some. Oh. But what? Yeah, okay. So there's two different ones. There's a raw one and then... Okay. I think we need to alter one of these recipes. Because I think the tags are sort of messing them up. Let's take out both of them and see what we can do here. Yeah, let's give this a test. So this guy, for example, he's fine. We're not even making him at the moment. This guy, however, we are making him, and he's saying we're not getting it back because... Well, I don't actually know why. I'm not too sure why. You go in there. Why do we only have two in here? Did I just... What have I done with the recipe? Oh, yeah, you're there. Yeah. Makes sense. Void sigil. Start the craft. He's obviously got to order some other stuff, but... Currently, I've got both void crystals on me. We'll use that to double check, and we'll see what happens. What are we doing in the meantime? Elemental stuff, but we just did that anyway. We're currently... Ideally, we would want to be able to order ourselves a elemental crystal, which I think we can do. Once again, I'm debating how pretty I want this to look, because we can very easily do this the ugly way. I think we do it the clean way. I think we come into here. We maybe have a chest. This guy will be entangled with like a crafter and whatnot. We're going to do... What are we going to do? How are we going to pipe him over? Because to make the pure crystal, you do gems on all of them with a diamond in the middle, and it crafts. So I just need to pipe things into these. And I'm just trying to think of like what's the easiest pipe that we can facade. If we search facade, we do XNet. XNet, I feel like you just have to... I don't know, it feels like a chore. I know it's not necessarily, but it just kind of feels like one. And I'll be honest, I don't necessarily know why. It just does. I do have... We probably will use integrated. Yeah. I'm going to grab a... Yeah. Alright, I'm going to do import all items. I think that'll just work. Surely. I will actually entangle the chest first. We'll also, while we're here, double check on the void sigil. Okay, we don't have it yet. If we look over here, has anything happened? Not yet. Look over here. Do we currently have anything crafting? No. So what happened? We're scheduled on the Void Regent, which is happening here, which isn't happening because we don't have enough blood in our system. Yeah. I get you. Okay. I'll be honest, when we're not actually trying to craft these things, I just need to leave the orb stuck in there so that we actually get stuff. We tried, obviously, having stuff go up here, which, I mean, clearly it worked a little bit. I guess maybe this orb is literally too small. Let's go orb. We do have another magician's one. Let's go ahead and chuck that guy in there. See if he gets the job done. Also, please, item collector. Why are you no collecty? Alright, but anyway, I believe that was the bottleneck, so I think that system does work. Now, just to jump back over here. Yeah, we're going to entangle it. We go back to the crafting. Sorry if I sound a bit quieter, I'm just like lean back a little bit. What are we doing? We're doing crafter into an entangled block. I'll try to get this guy set up, and then that'll probably be this episode. I'll see if I can finish the Philosopher fuel. Realistically, hopefully, that'll be perfect. Alright, so in the chest is going to go the recipe for the pure crystal. Our entire system's offline. That's not good. That's not good. Let's go back to machines. The entire system's offline, but it's powered by this guy. And he's hooked up, realistically, to be max priority. not too sure. One thing I can think of is the diamond crafters we use. They actually do use a decent chunk of power, I think. I'm just trying to catch one in the act. Oh god, it scrolls around. I don't know why it changes every time it turns off and on. But yeah, they use, I mean, they use some power, but I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. This shouldn't be a problem. 9,000, then it spikes up to 16,000. This guy in here, meanwhile, yeah, it's just the usage is changing. Why is it changing? It's changing as an ultra exporter shows up. I don't really know. Diamond crafters. Yeah, I don't really know. Now, here's the thing. What we could have done, if we really wanted to, is you can craft a creative controller using an ATM star. It might be worth it. It could be worth it. You could definitely argue that it's worth it. What I want to show off, though, is the fact that at the moment, I mean, this shouldn't... This is like a non-issue. Like, it shouldn't be an issue. Unless this area is blown up, which it doesn't appear to have. We've currently got enough power. This thing is packed to the rafter. So that shouldn't be... I mean, it just shouldn't be a problem. My guess... Oh, my guess was going to be maybe it didn't have power coming from under here, but we've got this guy extracting up. I'm not too sure then. Let's go point. Let's try this again, perhaps. I am lagging quite a bit, so maybe we have done something. Yeah, I won't be able to take stuff out of this, will I? Because the system's offline for like 90% of the time. Okay. I'll tell you what. I mean, it's kind of tricky to do it now, but I was going to say maybe we... I mean, is it this guy we set up soon? I'm pretty sure these guys use no power, which means it shouldn't be that guy, if any. But we'll turn him off, see if, I don't know, the system stays on. Nah, clearly that's not the issue. I am tempted to, like, break some of these crafters. I guess we'll break this guy for now. Is that the issue? Was he the problem? I think he was. Everything's turned on now. If I put a creative crafter there, are you telling me this will work? Because I'll start replacing these crafters if that is the case. He connects. The system is still online because these guys use no power. Hey, there you go. If you have a habit like me of using diamond crafters, but you don't have a creative controller, stop doing it. It's apparently just not worth it. You can go in there. I think you're both crafting recipes too. You can go in there. Did that void sigil ever happen? No, it really didn't. Regardless of that not working, the recipe's not here. Is that because the system turned off? What were we crafting? I don't even know. I really don't know. What were we crafting? Was it another pulsating black hole? I think it was. We were trying to craft the second. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll order it again. We'll see what happens. How does that sound? I think that sounds like a beautiful idea. So yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know. We'll get back to that one. Yeah, okay. So sorry, we're going around in circles at this point. So now that this guy's hooked up, let's make him the correct recipe. So it's pretty much just going to be this. Yeah, cool. And I'll tell you what, we'll see if it works. And then what we're going to do is we will have another entangled block here. This is going to be the other part of the machine that I'm going to entangle. So that's going to be this guy for the extraction. So if I go in here and I search pure crystal, and we click start and we click craft, what happens? So far, nothing. Oh, it's going to craft the individual crystals. Yep, that makes perfect sense. So each of the individual crystals are crafting. As you can see, processing. Maybe. Oh, okay. So we've got some of them. As you can see, issue. That's not where it's meant to be. Not where it's meant to be. Blah 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 blah. So what can we do? A few options. We could put exporter interfaces. That could solve the problem. Or we can do round robin. Round robin. Item transfer rate of 1. And we can see if that somehow fixes it. So I'm going to grab out each of these, if it'll let me. And we're going to order it again. And we're going to see when it shows up, if that makes sense. So we'll go in here. I'm going to click start and craft. Let's see. Buckle in. I clearly forgot to put a crystal away. Yep. Okay. The diamond, I think, showed up first. So, long story short, we know it's not first. I feel like it went 1, 2, 3. That's my guess. We'll see if I'm right. So we're going to go back to crafting. This is going to be a little bit silly of a process. But it's, the way I'm going to do this, the due stream way, is I'm going to grab that diamond. And I'm going to place it where the earth crystal is. Which means the earth crystal is going to go where the diamond is. And we're going to update this pattern. And we're going to see if somehow that solves the problem. Because that's how we solve problems here. We do these very janky fixes that nobody likes, but they get the job done. And they make me feel good because it means that, I don't know, it means that we've done something. Okay, pure crystal, order it. Okay, not quite. I really need to be slower. Let's increase this to be like 20 seconds. Let's see if that does the trick. Well, you know what I've just realized? Obviously, all of these are going to have to go on their specific pedestals. Why am I doing this, like, more than one at a time? What I should just do is place one in. Where does it go? It goes here. Okay, so we're going to have to lead with the fire crystal. Where does the next one go? The next one goes here, so it's going to go fire, then earth. Where does the next one go? Fire, earth, diamond. Fire, Fire, water, earth. No, it's fire, water, diamond, earth. Fire, water, diamond, earth, air. 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 I believe this recipe is correct. We are going to find out in a few seconds. I hope it does. Otherwise, we'll just rip it up and I'll do it properly. Because I mean, it's at some point, you know, the little cheatsy way to do it definitely doesn't outweigh it. There we go. Easy. Walk in the park. It's pathetic. Me. I don't know what that is. That's me snoring, I guess. Okay, so over here, this guy entangled there. Then we go importer. And we'll keep using these creative ones now because I guess they don't use power and it's probably safer. You're going to be a whitelist. And you're going to be for a pure crystal. I might have just broken things because it probably pulled the diamond off of the thing, but we can go set that guy up again if that's what happened. Yeah, that is what happened. See? Diamond, boom. Alright, so that's fine. Let's gonna use, ooh. What are you? You're fire. We don't have fire. We are out of fire. Oh, because you need to also be you. There you go. How cool is that? So you're going to be good now. You're going to fill up, which means we should have some fire coming over here. I think, yeah, well, you just saw a glimpse, a tiny little bit. So not much, but it's fine. It'll eventually fill up. If we want to, I guess we can do that. And then we have a bit more of a steady flow. But regardless, the pure crystal's been crafted. That's good in my books. Obviously, we've got a crazy amount of stuff here that's not happy. Boom, 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 boom. We also have this guy, Sigil of Suppression, Suppression Regan, and the Demonic Slate. They are having some sort of issue, so we'll come see what they're doing. Alright, what's the problem? Anything going on here? Not necessarily. Anything in here? Not really. Anything in this guy? Nope. So what's the issue? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. But at least the Void Sigil's done. So now it's just the Sigil of Suppression is sort of, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Well, not a clue. We'll figure that out in another episode. As for the rest of this episode, obviously, I'd love to see this guy finish. Doubt we will, if we're being honest, but we'll have our high hopes. We'll see what happens. In terms of the rest of what we're doing here, so the Philosopher's Stone. Oh, we've done it. All of it's automated. I can go in here. We can search Philosopher's Stone. Obviously, we need the antimatter, but we do have one. We're going to need uranium fuel rod and uranium essence. How do we not have uranium fuel rod? That's done in a machine that we don't have entangled. I guess that's how. Listen. Let's do it. Listen. Let's get it done. Let's just get it knocked out of the park. Okay, so canning machine, you're entangled. You do have some fluid cells on you. I'll be honest, we probably want the fluid cells automated. It's not going to be fun to do it, but it needs to be done. Someone's got to do it at some point. You're going to go there. You're going to be entangled. You're going to have a crafter on your back. It's going to be a good crafter. Don't let it go to waste. And we'll do this. Because that looks beautiful, doesn't it? So crafter. There you go. And we want uranium fuel rod. This guy here. Awesome. Now the fuel cell of water. That's going to be very annoying. It's going to be a cell, right? One of these, which we do have auto-craftable. And he's going to have to be used somewhere. I imagine we'll just use a... I think, once again, we can use a deployer. This might be a player simulator situation, though. I'll be honest, just because of the way that I think this works. So we'll chuck that guy there. Sure, that should do the trick. Obviously, he needs a cable. And he'll also need an importer. Yeah. Boom. Cable. Importer. Set you up to be a whitelist. Search uranium. Drag you in. Beautiful. Okay, so the water part of this. We'll go back to our machines, back to under our base. This is sort of our little, I don't know, sketchy setup zone, I guess. Down here, I'm going to grab a crafter. Apparently, we're going to be doing these crafters. Apparently, we're also out of netherite. That's a bit of a problem. I didn't really know that we were. Netherite. We also only have 2 netherite seeds. I mean, that's a problem. Can I order 98? No, because we need netherite to make the netherite. I see the problem. I'm picking up what's being put down. How much netherite do we have? We have some, is the answer there. Okay, I gotcha. So we can do this. We can get some. That's 16. That's 33. Each of these needs something, so we could probably make like, not 10, but we could probably make like 8. Yeah, cool. Let's make 8 of them. That'll give us 10 total. Hopefully the 8 actually get crafted. Fingers crossed that machine works. So that's a nightmare in of itself. And we'll start, processing some of that. That'll be good. In fact, I think it just crafted. And then we'll pretty much wrap this episode up because I mean we've done the brunt work. Netherite seed, boom. They're in the system. Some of those are turning on. We've got some stuff happening. Awesome, cool, good, wonderful. Okay, so yeah. Let me. We don't have a crafter for this guy. What am I meant to do without a crafter? We need a crafter, and it needs so much, doesn't it? Like it needs genuinely 500 essence. Do we have any ancient debris? We do. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We'll put it to work. I'll chuck it in here. We'll get that stuff crushed apart. That'll be good. We'll get back to the machines. That's gonna get us a bunch of scrap, right? And then that just makes us some netherite, and that's good and all. But I don't know if that's enough for the crafter. Is it? No. Also, a bunch of recipes just ate my my netherite anyway. So I'll tell you what. Oh, hold on. Bingo. I kind of forgot. We have machines that solve this problem phenomenally. I just need to grab out. One more. Boom. How much is that? 4. 5. Wonderful. Say hello to my little friend. Down here we have some netherite star seeds. I can go ahead and put you in there. I can go ahead and put you in there. And just bear with me. Let's go ahead and, not that many. Boom. Put one of you in there. And finally put one of you in there. And what does that translate to? Well, we'll open this barrel up. There is our essence. And that, my friends, is a problem solved. Now, currently, I think... Yeah, it was probably already crafting one. Beautiful. There we go. See, sometimes the solution is right in front of you the whole time. But anyhow, we'll hop down here. I'm going to place this guy here. He's going to go into a chest. This will be the recipe for something. So I don't want to go in there. We want pattern. What am I wanting to do? I want the recipe for the fluid cell. So I'm going to say fluid cell turns into fluid cell, but water. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but that should get the job done. So that recipe is going to go in there. We're going to have item interface, beautiful. We're going to have an importer, beautiful. All should be good. So the import will go there. The cable will go here. You're going to be told to accept fluid cells of water only. Set as a whitelist. Wonderful. Interface. Cable. Player simulator. A variable card, as well as a portable interface. You are going to be blanked. Open you up. Item, fluid cell, empty into the item card. You're going to be told, hey, click this item. Oh, he's not happy. Oh yeah, click this item. It is going to be a right click with the right hand. I'm not sure if the rest matters. We'll find out if it doesn't do anything. Ignore everything else. Wonderful. I placed the cell in there. So far, nothing. It's fine. It's fine. So far. Oh, but it's gone now. It's gone now, and I believe it has turned into a fluid cell. Beautiful. I can click on this. I can search for 60... Wait, you know what? Before we do that, we do actually have a few left in here. Let me just take those out so that we can have a nice even number. We currently have 10. I'm going to order 54. Click start, click craft. And I believe it will work. Hey, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, that is that whole problem solved. We can go back to the Philosopher's Fuel. Click craft. All that's left is the uranium. I'll tell you what, we might tackle that next episode. I mean, yeah, in a way, it's done. You know what I mean? Because if I grab these uranium seeds, which we have so many of, and I chuck them in here, I mean, that is essentially the problem solved, right? I take this out. I put that in. There we go. Right? We just let that run 400 times and we have all the uranium we need. Bingo, bango. But yeah, anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.